So I wanted to bring some negativity to the table here and look at the top 5 reasons why the iPhone 8 is a sucky device. At the end of the day, it has some reasons why it does suck. So we're going to examine them in this video. So the first thing to consider here is the display, which is still like 720p in terms of the resolution, which it's not a huge deal for smaller phones, but considering the price of the handset, €700 where I am, you would think they would bump you up to a full HD display to make things look a little bit more sharper, a little bit nicer when you're web browsing. Because you do notice it comparing against other phones with quad HD display, 2K display, etc. So for example, we have this little phone here from Xiaomi, which I think comes with a full HD display, and it costs less than like €100. I think this is the Redmi 4X or something. Yeah, Xiaomi can put a full HD display in there and you're good to go, and you really do notice how sharp icons are, etc. So very disappointing that we don't have slightly better display here. Yes, it has a True Tone technology, but it's not a huge deal. At the end of the day, we want a more sharper screen. Next thing we can talk about is the lack of a fast charger in the actual box here. So as I said, this is an expensive phone and you would expect there to be a fast charger in the box, but I'm looking here at the box. I have been getting quite a lot of phones recently, so I wanted to catch up here what I'm getting. And if we just go into the box, you can see we are getting a standard charger here. So this only puts out, I think, the standard amount which you got on the iPhone 7. I was wondering why the iPhone 8 Plus wasn't charging fast. It's because basically the charge is not like a proper quick charge like 3.0 or dash charging speed. So that kind of sucks, because you're getting the old accessories here. Apple again cheaping out when they put the actual technology in the phone. So it does have fast charge capability, but they're not allowing you to make use of that from the box. The next thing I want to talk about is the back here. So with the iPhone 8, you're getting like a glass back now. It looks pretty, when you first unbox it, but there is a reason why Apple moved away from the glass back in the day from the iPhone 4S, is because it's fragile at the end of the day. It's fragile, it's easy to break, and it's not as good as the metal kind of aluminium back that you do get with the iPhone 7. Yes, it gives you access to wireless charging, I know, but wireless charging is very overrated if you ask me. I don't even see the utility of it, considering that if you want to use the phone, let's say this is a wireless charging pad, you have to pick it up and then you have to interrupt the charging process. It's not truly wireless. So I would much prefer if they just implemented like a dash charge and put aluminium on the back for more less fingerprint prone, a more stronger build, and more future proof. But then again, I bet it does fit in with Apple's long-term agenda, to get more like repairs on the phone. They saw an opportunity there to get some more money out of you, so I can't blame them in that regard, but it does suck for the consumer at the end of the day. The next thing I want to talk about is the camera here. So we are getting a very decent camera in terms of performance, but no dual camera. For considering the price that you're paying for the phone here, the dual camera does allow you to do some very nice like bokeh effects and stuff, and on the iPhone 8 Plus, which you don't get access to. If you look in the actual software, you can see no bokeh portrait mode or anything like that. So you are missing out again. If you prefer smaller phones, Apple is kind of punishing you here for not wanting a big phablet. So that is a little bit frustrating to me, particularly if some manufacturer are also looking at implementing like a dual camera within the one kind of module, because some people do find a dual camera looks a little bit ugly on phones, so that will look quite nice in the future. The next thing I want to talk about is the software here. Now, software, iOS is very nice. This is iOS 11, obviously the latest version, but it's still missing the basic things that you do get on Android that we've had for years. No real multitasking. Yes, you have your basic app switching kind of multitasking, but what I'm talking about is like dual screen kind of multitasking. As far as I'm aware, and I have tried to enable it, I can't do any real multitasking here. So for example, on my Note 8, if I want to update a calendar and I'm doing something else like watching a video, I'm not going to have to interrupt things. I can do things at the same time. And this just feels so, behind in terms of the times, really. Even other manufacturers like Xiaomi, they're implementing really nice like software touches, like one-handed mode, and all sorts of good stuff. They're also keeping their phones up to date, as you can see. So it just seems to me that if you're paying like 7 times the price of a Xiaomi phone, I'm expecting 7 times the experience when it comes to software. But I'm not getting that here, unfortunately. It feels like Apple's really kind of slipping, in terms of the end of the actual product here, and they definitely need to, avoid becoming like a stale kind of tech company. Because so many others have become like that over the history, like BlackBerry, Nokia, etc. Once they were quite big, and then they do fall when they become complacent. So what do you think? Do you think the iPhone 8 is boring? Do you think it sucks? Are you going to buy the iPhone 10? I might do a why it sucks video for the some of the phones as well. Have a weekend of negativity if someone wants to see that. So yeah, just a quick little video here. Hope you find it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.